Hey everyone, and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. Want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a breaking news report coming out from Ukraine, and in today's video, I've got a major story regarding Russia's aerial attack drones that are used to target Ukrainian civilians in cities across Ukraine on a daily and nightly basis. We're going to talk about this gentleman here on your screen. His name is Mikhailo Fedorov. He's the deputy prime minister out of Ukraine and also the minister of digital transformation. He's got a major warning regarding Russia's Shahed drones and also their other types of models like their Goran and Harpy attack drones. Pretty much any drone that attacks Ukraine, he's got a major warning for us today. So let's take a look at this new report here on your screen. Russians will soon switch to jet powered drones in war against Ukraine. The Russian army is already integrating various technologies that allow Shahed drones to bypass Ukrainian interceptor drones. In response, Ukraine is implementing alternative solutions. So, very dangerous story today. We already know these drones are absolutely devastating inside of Ukraine. Lots of people have lost their lives in these drone attacks inside of Ukraine coming from the Russians. And we know that the drones that are attacking Ukraine right now are propeller driven. They're much slower and much easier for Ukraine to shoot down. And they've been implementing these interceptor drones that are utilized to shoot down these incoming attack drones from the Russians. And what we've been hearing is that they've been very successful at doing that. We have been seeing for the last maybe month or two that Ukrainian air defense teams are getting better and better at taking down these drones, just like what we saw today. And now it looks like they're going to have a new challenge to deal with, as if these drones get upgraded to jet powered style drones, then yes, they're going to be more devastating inside of Ukraine, harder to shoot down. And we'll see if these interceptor drones are going to be useful against these new jet powered ones. So, we're going to talk about this today. This is definitely a major update inside of Ukraine. Let's hop on over here to United 24 Media, mainstream news outlet. It says Ukraine urged to prepare for jet powered Shahed drones. This is coming out today, July 28th, 2025. Here's kind of a photo that I had for you guys on the waiting screen. This is Iranian Shahed drone on display. You can see it is jet powered, not propeller driven. So these things fly much faster. They evade air defense systems much easier and much harder to shoot down, meaning that means we're going to have much more devastation inside of Ukraine if these get deployed on the battlefield. And it says here Russia is expected to transition its Shahed drone fleet to jet engines in the near future, dramatically increasing their speed and reducing Ukraine's interception window, Minister of Digital Transformation Mikhailo Fedorov said in comments published on July 28th. He said, quote, technology development is like blitz chess. Everything changes very quickly and new decisions must be made constantly, Fedorov stated, according to RBC Ukraine, which is another news outlet out of Ukraine. And he said Russia will inevitably move to jet-powered drones, and we must already begin working on solutions to counter this. Fedorov remarks point to a strategic evolution in Russia's drone capabilities, while the current Shahed 131 and Shahed 136 models use propeller-based engines and are relatively slow. A shift to jet propulsion would allow for much faster attack speeds, complicating detection and interception by Ukrainian air defense and electronic warfare systems. So you can see why they're much more dangerous, right? They fly much faster. They avoid detection on radars much easier because of how fast they fly, and it leaves the window of opportunity of bringing these down, much smaller than these typical drones that are propelled by a propeller-based engine, right? Because they fly much slower. So you can see definitely a dangerous situation. It says your Ukrainian defense analysts note that adapting Shahed with jet engines would also likely extend their range and payload capacity, enabling more precise strikes deep into Ukrainian territory. The prospect has accelerated calls for faster development of next-generation interception systems. Fedorov emphasized the importance of staying ahead in the technological race, warning that adaptation must occur before the threat fully materializes. We must address this now, not when the problem is already flying overhead, he said. And I have to agree with that. You definitely got to get ahead with this, because if Russia starts deploying these like crazy inside of Ukraine, again, we've already seen how devastating these drone attacks are. And if they happen to start utilizing these with jet-powered engines on them, they will most likely strike their targets much deeper into Ukrainian territory as well. And we're going to see more devastation in this war and more people losing their lives. Finally, it says here, since their first use by Russian forces in 2022, Iranian-made Shaheeds have been employed primarily for suicide attacks on infrastructure targets. Ukraine has downed thousands of such drones, often recovering valuable technical data from relatively intact wreckage to support countermeasure development. Earlier, it was reported that Russia may have deployed a jet-powered variant of its Shahed series drones, designated as Garan 3 or Shahed 238, in attacks on Kyiv. Recovered avionics panels resembling the Shahed 136 demonstrated potential speeds of up to 550 to 600 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast, propelled by Tolo-10 and Tolo-13 turbojet engines. So let's hope that this war will come to an end soon. We've been hearing today that U.S. President Donald Trump might slam Russia with some sanctions or tariffs here very soon, and some of Russia's trading partners as well. And yeah, let's hope this war does come to an end, because if it doesn't, it looks like it's going to become more brutal over time, especially if Russia is able to achieve deploying potentially hundreds of these jet-powered drones. Now, we know Ukraine has some of these as well, but they've got limited supply. They're working on upping the production of these types of jet-powered drones themselves. They got Palinitsia, they've got Peklo drones, and numerous other types. But, if these Russian Shahed drones end up attacking Ukraine in mass quantities and they're jet-powered, we're going to have a major problem inside of Ukraine if they already don't have some sort of alternative solution to bringing these down. So I'm going to cover this story very closely. We'll continue to monitor this. If we get some updates, I'll let you guys know at a later time what comes from this, if Ukraine is able to create some sort of system to make it easier to shoot down these drones if they get upgraded to jet-powered engines. So let me know what you think about all these details down below in the comment section. But that's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.